Thank you so much for watching 12 News at 10. I'm Chase Golightly. We begin with our weather impact alert as we kick off August with extreme heat. Let's get to meteorologist Chris Dunn now. And Chris, we're getting pretty close to breaking some records.
Yeah, in fact, we did break some records today. We tied the record officially in Phoenix, 116 today. I think tomorrow we will break the record, which is 114. That record goes back to 1972. The normal is 106. Other records around the state: Kingman, you did break the record today, 107. Winslow tied at 103, and Prescott tying the record high at 99 degrees. We're at 106. Here at the 10 o'clock hour on a Saturday night. Still 106 degrees, 15% our relative humidity. So it's a relatively dry heat, but the humidity will be coming back next week. 106 in Phoenix, only 95 in Tucson. There have been some showers moving through southeastern Arizona. And of course, the higher elevations, a little bit cooler. Flagstaff at the Grand Canyon at 65 degrees. There are those last little lingering showers across Cochise County and moving into extreme eastern Pima County at this hour. But you're still under an extreme heat warning. This goes for most areas until Monday, but we have extended our weather impact alert through Tuesday because of this extensive high heat, extreme heat risk for tomorrow that affects everyone. On this sliding scale, it doesn't get much higher than that. So everybody's affected when it gets 115, 116-ish. Bullhead City, 119. You hit 120 today. 90 in Flagstaff and 104 in Sedona. We'll take a look at our next surge of the monsoon that's going to give us a little bit of relief from the extreme temperatures, but also bring in some showers even for the valley coming up next week. Chase?
Chris, thanks. And just a reminder of the dangers of this extreme heat. Fire crews rescued a 10-year-old boy after he became overheated while hiking Camelback Mountain with his parents this morning. Crews responded to the Echo Canyon trailhead at around 11 o'clock in the morning and used a big wheel rescue to get him off the mountain. The boy was taken to the hospital and he is expected to be okay. A man is behind bars accused of killing another man after an overnight dispute. Police say 59-year-old Vincent Verbick shot and killed a man at a Chandler apartment complex near Germain and McQueen Roads early yesterday morning. Prosecutors say the two had been arguing for hours before Verbick shot the man in the back. He is now facing a second-degree murder charge and is being held on a $1 million bond. Tonight, investigators are still trying to figure out what caused a house fire in Maricopa that killed 2 people. It happened near Honeycutt Road and Porter Road. 12 News journalist Tiani Jadaling spoke with fire officials and shares the details.
Crews responded just after 11:30 a.m. to the house directly behind me. When they arrived, they found a column of smoke coming from the attic. And after going inside, they found 2 bodies who they say are victims of the fire.
This is the damage left behind after a fire broke out at a home on Corvallis Lane. Part of the roof near the back of the house collapsed. Responding Maricopa firefighters conducted a search and rescue inside the home. That's where they found 2 dead bodies.
We don't know the details, but we do know that when our crews arrived on scene, there was two deceased occupants in the house.
The department's arson investigator was on scene, working to determine the cause of the fire, which at this time is still under investigation.
When you have a residential home like this that was just impacted by fire, there's a lot of details that our investigators have to go through before they can make a determination. So they're currently working on going through, finding the cause of the fire, the root of the fire, and getting any information that could be helpful in determining the outcome.
Fire officials say the extreme heat also made the investigation more challenging.
One thing that we're battling, just like the crews battled earlier today, is that we have temperatures, well into the 100s. And so just like the impact that has on the responding fire crews, it also impacts our investigators who are in the building and also our detective working the scenes.
Neighbors tell us they believe a family lived in the home. In addition to the cause, we're also still waiting to learn the identities of the victims.
Now, no other homes in this neighborhood were affected. Officials tell us they'll continue to investigate throughout the evening. In Maricopa, I'm Tiani Jadaling, 12 News.
An 11-day-old baby is safe after being abducted from Surprise. The Navajo County Sheriff's Office says deputies received a report that the newborn was taken by the baby's father, who does not have custody. Deputies quickly located his car near Winslow, about 180 miles from Surprise, and found the baby safe. The infant was taken to a hospital as a precaution before being reunited with their mother. Tonight, some serious damage in Mesa after police say a driver hit a parked car, a transformer, and an irrigation line before crashing into two homes near Broadway and Sossaman Roads. You can see photos of that impact. No one was inside the homes at the time. It's unclear if impairment was a factor. Police are now investigating. Tonight, family and friends gathered in Phoenix for a vigil, remembering a Glendale woman found dead last month after she went on a first date with a man she met online. Police say a digital trail tracked down 24-year-old Dominic Rodolico and 21-year-old Ariana Jones from a North Phoenix movie theater to a desert area near Lake Pleasant, where they say Jones was killed and buried. Now her family is left mourning her loss.
21 years old is too young for this person to just come into her and just meet her in social media and take her out for a date and never bring her back home. That's what makes me angry. And there's nothing I can do about it.
Rodolico is now facing a first-degree murder charge. It started as a fight between two men in Phoenix and ended with one of them dead. Police say 22-year-old Julio Angel Osif Diaz was shot and killed 2 weeks ago outside a gas station. Tonight, his family is speaking with us about their search for justice.
Happy, very outgoing, strong, independent, a provider. He was a family provider. That was my baby.
Not a day goes by that Bianca Volisto doesn't miss her son.
And I just want everybody to know that he didn't deserve this. He didn't. He deserves to be here.
Just hours after celebrating his 22nd birthday, Julio Angel Osif Diaz stopped at this gas station near 16th Street and Central when just after 2 a.m., Phoenix police say 21-year-old Jaheim Richard Brown approached him. The two got into a fight that then escalated to Brown reportedly pulling out a gun and shooting Osif Diaz, killing him.
Well, I feel he lost his life over a senseless act of gun violence.
Brown was arrested and recently indicted on a second-degree murder charge. He was given a $1 million cash bond. Even with the suspect in custody, the pain this family faces continues.
He had left behind 5 younger sisters and a brother, and all we're hoping for is just justice.
On Saturday,
I'll put that over there.
they held a car wash fundraiser, raising money to lay Osif Diaz to rest.
We had quite a few walk-up donations.
Remembering everything he did for them.
He was always there for me, making sure, checking up on me.
He always took care of the family, and that's how he's always been.
Thankful for those who came out.
It feels like the community's hugging us. The support is overwhelming.
I'm very grateful for the community coming out and supporting us through this rough time, and I appreciate God bless everybody.
As they try to move forward without their loved one. Today marks 6 months since 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, was reported missing. The newest development in the case came yesterday when the Sheriff's Department released the 2 ransom notes sent to a Tucson TV station shortly after her disappearance. The notes demanded Bitcoin in exchange for Guthrie. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos explaining that decision in a video release today.
We need to put something out that's really accurate. And this was the time. We felt like investigators felt like there's a number of pieces of information in these notes that it just might jar someone to say, I've heard that.
Sheriff Nanos says the investigation remains active and vowed his office is not giving up. In an Instagram post, Savannah Guthrie said her family continues to live with a hole that can never be filled and is asking anyone with information to come forward. And remember, to catch up on this investigation, you can watch the 12 News Nancy Guthrie special anytime on the 12 News streaming app. It features exclusive interviews you'll only see on 12 News. Just download the 12 News app on your smart TV and watch for free. A piece of Cold War history is coming to Phoenix with a new monument honoring the USS Phoenix submarine, a nuclear-powered submarine that served for decades during the Cold War. City leaders and veterans just broke ground on the memorial at Steele Indian School Park. It'll feature pieces from the actual submarine designed as a teaching tool for a generation that never lived through the Cold War. Fundraising is still underway and a completion date has not yet been announced. Still to come on 12 News at 10, a little competition and a lot of ribs. We'll show you the Valley firefighters who brought their appetites to the table. And the Diamondbacks stay hot on their road trip and continue their playoff push. Lena's on the way with sports.